Whether you're a seasoned mixologist or a novice bartender, the OXO Steel Press and Pour Cocktail Shaker makes shaking up your favorite cocktail a whole lot easier. Just add spirits, mixers, and ice, screw on the patented LiquiSeal Press and Pour top, and shake vigorously. With the simple press of a button, cocktails can be neatly strained and poured out of anywhere on the opening with one-handed ease. No more dismantling the top and fumbling with a separate straining device. The top features 3 silicone seals on the interior to prevent spills when shaking and serving cocktails. The double wall construction keeps the exterior from getting freezing cold, keeps any remaining liquid icy, and ensures that the stainless steel outer surface stays condensation free. Here's a good tip. The press and pour lid was inspired by the OXO LiquiSeal travel mug and provides an easy single click to open or close the liquid-tight silicone gasket.
Hey, I'm Adam with Elevated Craft. In this video, we're going to talk about how to open and close your shaker. One of the unique features of the shaker is that the parts screw together. And what that means is that you're not going to be able to open them if you get it out of the box and you start pulling on it. But it's also a little bit strange if you've been using other cocktail shakers for years and years. So I want to cover a few details of getting the best grip. The shaker is designed with a concave line here so you can grip it with one hand, and then the most ergonomic way to open the top is to grip it like this. So give it a twist and it should open right up. If you do hold it here, it's going to be a little bit harder. It's stainless steel. The other part about that is if you open it with the top off, that you kind of lose a little bit of that ergonomic grip as well. So best case scenario, grip it like that, twist it off, it should come right off. Traditional cocktail shakers are known for being really hard to open, which is why we designed the Elevated Craft Hybrid Cocktail Shaker. It has the thread so that they never freeze stuck. You can always get it open and it doesn't leak, but you should know that you do have to twist off the top. So whenever it comes to grip strength needed, I would consider something like a jar of cherries or a jar of olives, pickles, that kind of thing. If you don't have a problem opening that, you shouldn't have a problem opening the shaker. Same with the top lid. It's kind of similar to like a Gatorade or something of that size. So just keep that in mind when you're comparing size and thinking about how to open the shaker. When I was designing the shaker, I took a lot of time to evaluate the torque needed to open different things because cocktail shakers historically just don't have threads. In fact, doing the metal on metal threads was integral to the design for it to be super durable, but it also raised a bunch of challenges because there's a lot of friction between the two. So we dialed that in, and in our QC process at the factory, we're actually testing these so that it matches the correct Newton meter force that we've designed into this, so that you get a consistent feel each time. One of the cool features about the shaker is that it's a fully sealed vessel because it has the gaskets and because it has the threads. And that also means that it's really simple to relieve the pressure to get the parts open. So you just give the top a little twist. In a traditional shaker, that's why you see people banging them to try to get them open. You'll never need to do that with this shaker, but there is a little bit of an order of operations. So relieve the pressure on the small lid first, and then open the measuring top. That way you're not fighting that vacuum with the bigger part, and you just pop the top. Let's talk egg white cocktails for a second. With egg white cocktails, the opposite happens where you're building positive pressure. So in traditional shakers, that's where you hear about exploding cocktail shakers and that kind of thing. It doesn't happen with the Elevated Craft Shaker, but there are a couple key tips. Relieve the pressure first before you ever open the measuring top. And that comes into play specifically with dry shaking. So if you put in your egg white and your cocktail concoction in here, go ahead and dry shake, relieve that pressure, then open the top and put your ice in, and you're good to go. So what do you do if you left a cocktail in your shaker over the weekend, or you came back from a trip and realized that you still had some stuff in there? First step, make sure you relieve the pressure. There will be pressure built up because it's still a closed container. And the other part is you may want to go ahead and soak it in warm water just to get all the sticky stuff out of the inside.
At OXO, we have several former professional bartenders on staff, so we always have expert opinions on our latest cocktail tools. The OXO cocktail shaker has a jigger cap and a built-in strainer. Double wall construction prevents the shaker from sweating and keeps the cold away from your hands during use. A soft gripping surface on the jigger adds comfort while pouring, and prevents hands from slipping while shaking. 3/4 ounce, 1 ounce, and 1.5 ounce measurement markings are located on the inner surface of the jigger for easy liquid measuring. Here's a good tip. The OXO cocktail shaker is also great for mixing up non-alcoholic delights like Arnold Palmer's and drinks from powdered beverages.